news.
I was about to go then. Welcome back to the episode of the Wrestling Aroundup, where we go through the biggest stories in this week's news. Joining me is the world famous Terpetus. Terpetus, how are we doing?
I am delighted to be here because Jurgen Klopp has fucked the Premier League up, and Liverpool were crying tears at Anfield. It was fantastic to watch. Unlucky, you idiots.
But Peters, I'd like to remind you again.
Up the Man City.
We don't do banter on this show.
I don't care. I don't
news
care.
only.
This is fantastic. I'll repeat it again on Wednesday for you then.
The main show's one show. This is like news night.
Don't care. Don't care.
We don't have banter on this show.
Up Real Madrid this weekend.
Save it for Wednesday, Peters. Joining me as well, as it's a new show, we have a world-class wrestling journalist in the form of Aaron Franklin. Aaron, how are we doing?
Yeah, very well.
Good.
Full of energy.
Good. This week. There's some big topics, and I think from our group chat we differ on opinions. I can't wait to tell you all why you're wrong. Joining me as well is the ever-present, well-renowned Scoop L.
Scoop L.
Sack's got Rudolph for the.
I was going to say there's a noticeable miss.
Is in the cupboard?
Was he just hiding in there? Is he
Yeah.
Waiting for Dolph to turn up?
That's in there. I just put him in there.
Having a Tommy Tank in the cupboard.
Yeah. Bob Roode's having a wank in the cupboard.
Bobby Roode's doing a Roode.
One of your scoops, Bob Roode is in the closet.
Oh, bloody hell. Before we get sued. No. Not saying that in the slightest.
Oh, outrageous. Cool. You got any scoops for us then?
Let me have a look, Chris.
That's a no.
I can't think of anything big.
Absolutely no.
Yeah.
Right. You haven't got one?
No.
Right, let's start with the big news then.
Joe Janela set his foot on fire.
Who?
Joe Janela set his foot on fire and couldn't put it out.
Who?
I don't know his name these days.
No, that's his name these days. It's just...
No, John Moxley and Sami Callihan reunited that actually. So it is the big news of Sasha Banks and Naomi basically walked out of WWE. Didn't turn up for was a Monday Night Raw, supposed to be in the main event.
I thought they did turn up.
I did turn up, but they walked out before the show, so they didn't actually.
Yeah.
No, it's during the show.
Yeah, before their segment, wasn't it? So and then been stripped of the titles.
Yeah, Vacant is now the reigning champion. A
grand swell of support for Naomi and Sasha Banks, and everybody on the internet is wrong. It is. They've been called unprofessional. It's completely unprofessional. Do your job.
I agree.
The contract. Do your fucking job.
I'm probably going to agree with Ross on a hell of a lot what he's going to say following.
I don't know when it happened that talent became more than contracts. I don't care how good you are in the ring, and I know like Sasha Banks off quite a lot. She's a good wrestler. She's not as good as others, but she's a good wrestler. Since when does that come more important than listening to your boss? You lot have all had supervision experience. If somebody was really good at their job and didn't do a word that you say, you wouldn't keep them around, would you? I hope they never work in wrestling again because they don't fucking deserve it. Do your job. You're employed by WWE. Do your job. If you want to have an argument about it, argue about it, but you are still employed. They are unprofessional. Go to AEW. What are they going to do there when you start losing matches there? Just walk out again. Do your job. There's 100,000 people who want to be in that position who would do what their employer says. Sasha Banks is not bigger than WWE. Naomi's not bigger than WWE.
Right, she's in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
And she's the boss. She's the boss for a reason, Mandalorian.
So what's she going to do on Mandalorian then, where her character has to do something? Is she going to complain and walk out about that as well?
No, she did it because she likes being in The Mandalorian.
No, but what? So right, okay. So what happens? Is she going to lose a match on there, or she's going to get shot on there? Is she going to walk out on that because she's not happy with the creative direction?
Well, if The Mandalorian ignores the Star Wars titles, then yeah.
She was in the main event.
What, The Mandalorian?
Does it matter?
The Mandalorian.
No, in WWE, does it matter? Does it matter how WWE booking? No, it doesn't. You have signed a contract to work for WWE, so do your freaking job.
Technically, she's an independent contractor.
No, but she was what? Season chance.
I know, but she's independently contracted to
WWE.
Oh,
WWE is her boss. Vince McMahon is her boss. I completely agree with the way WWE have treated this. I don't think they did it. They should have done it on Toni Storm because she's exactly the same. Do your job. I'm disappointed she's working again. They should have done exactly the same with Jeff Hardy. He walked out. He should never work again because they're all unprofessional. Other companies should not hire these people.
Tony Storm and Jeff Hardy was different though. They
still walked out on a contract though.
Yeah, but not in the middle of the show.
Yeah, not in the middle of the show.
This is even worse. So the was exactly correct.
It is, but I disagree. I'm going to disagree for
I stand with Sasha Banks. Give off her. Absolutely give off her. I don't know who the fuck she thinks she is.
I'm probably going to agree with you.
This is twice now. She's so unprofessional. It's ridiculous.
Well, maybe they should have put the tag titles better. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, give off her. She's on TV every week.
No, they definitely should have put those tag titles better.
No, actually, do you know what? I'm going to completely disagree with what I just said there because this is what I do on this show. Right, we want we want
yourself.
Yeah, we want equality between the men's tag team titles, and the women's tag team titles, right? Because the men's titles are a bit like shit too, right? So really, it's the same.
NW booked themselves into a corner by releasing the only good tag team they had, women's tag team in the
that was unjustified.
So these are all reasons. So these are all reasons Sasha Banks shouldn't do a job.
She walked out a year later because they released the Iconics, and I, for one, agree.
It's an absolute. It's a joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke that you can't see the truth.
What's the truth then? She didn't want. Apparently, the rumor is she didn't want to work with Ronda Rousey because she once got hair, and she's.
Well, safe. Yeah, safety first.
Are we forgetting Sasha Banks is the one that ended Page's career?
That was unlucky.
No, but it's the same thing. It can happen to anybody.
Slander.
It can happen. So he's saying she did. Or was it slander?
Accident.
It's just accident on it.
Well, so are we saying Ronda Rousey did it on purpose then?
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? Why is Sasha Banks getting this preferential treatment?
Because she's the best women's wrestler in the world.
She's not, though, is she?
Oh, yes. We've now had this debate before, so I feel like we should start now.
Every other time, Charles.
Nobody cares. Give it a rest.
Do you know why? Because she turns up and she does the job.
Does she? Yeah. Does she? Because do you remember that main event segment with Becky where she was?
Yeah, because that was pretty.
Pissed about the titles. Where was your heat there, Ross? Where was your heat when Charlotte threw the belt on the ground?
Did she walk out on something?
She didn't do a job.
Did she walk out on
she didn't do a job.
She didn't do a job.
Sasha Banks and Naomi. Naomi's a fucking idiot. Sasha Banks is just. She's done this before.
This is the most Naomi's ever been talked about.
Yeah, this
is the biggest moment of Naomi's career.
If either of these leave the company, I don't care. And I don't think they should. If AW want to take them, then fine, but prepared to deal with some more selfish wrestlers. This is why WCW went to shit.
Both be back.
Because in it, you start letting the inmates run the asylum and you go to shit.
They'll both be back.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be.
Sorry, Sasha Banks is going to come back and win all the titles like she deserves.
No, she
should. She doesn't deserve any titles.
Someone tell me why.
Wait,
then, go on. Right, Pete, you disagree with me. Tell me why she's not being unprofessional.
Because WWE, but she was a big part in getting them women's titles up and running, the tag team titles, and they booked them to shit. And then they've given them and weren't even fucking bothered about using them. So why even have them? So I can totally get agreements.
Fine, okay, so she didn't have to turn up to work?
No. Stand with Sasha.
But why?
Why?
It's called the right to strike, Rush, you fucking Tory. Continue.
Yeah. Boris Johnson over there, next to be holding a party, won't he?
You invite Maggie Thatcher.
This whole argument that they've got the right.
He's going to steal our milk next. This guy, isn't he?
But this whole argument that they've got the right to not do the job they are paid for and be upset when they probably will get released. I hope they do. And then when they can get upset, it's a breach of contract. They deserve to be released. But why are people getting upset? Because they haven't been booked correctly. It's you do what your boss tells you to do, whether you agree with it or not. If you don't talk to him and say, I don't agree with this, this is what I think, and it's his decision because he pays your fucking wage.
All right, you go into work tomorrow morning. Yeah. Your boss says, shit on my chest. What are you going to do? You're going to shit on his chest or are you going to think, I'm not.
I'll say, I don't think I should be shitting on your chest, but if he keeps coming down to it, and then if the head of my organisation comes down to me and says, this is what I want you to do, then but fine, you've got to do it.
No, I'd walk out.
Yeah, but then if you walked out, you accept.
You can't be shitting on people's chests.
No, but if you walk out, which is your right to do, then you're accepting that you should lose your job.
Until you get to an employment tribunal. And then you're just like, the fuck, you have someone to shit on your chest.
No, but I just... all right, so this goes to an employment tribunal and Sasha Banks is going to get away with it.
Let's
Oh,
be
it
honest,
weren't in America. They've got
it
no
weren't
rights
in
at all.
America because there's
Yeah.
nothing in there.
Well, yeah.
But she's an act. People forgetting that wrestlers are actors. They have been asked to do something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so why does she get to say no?
Because she don't work for
Walk out on the show. Well, then she should be fired.
Because
She
it
should be
don't-
fired. She shouldn't be
Because
employed.
it don't work for her, brother. No,
Well,
should Bischoff have fired Hogan
Yes,
back in 97?
yes.
Nah, don't worry for me, brother. I fire Hulk Hogan. And Sasha Banks is the female Hulk Hogan, I would say.
You're trying to wind me up. Give over that.
What?
None of you
I would
have
say
come up
she's
with-
bigger than Hogan as well.
Oh, yeah,
None of,
that's
you
it.
have come
Yeah,
up with,
she's,
none of you have come up with an idea why she should be allowed to do this.
Bigger
she's
than
the
Hogan.
female. She's the
I
female.
don't think she should.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron.
She's in the Mandalorian.
If her argument is, oh yeah,
And
we're not
she's the
being
boss.
booked right, 98.8889% of the WWE roster hasn't been booked right. It's only Roman Reigns who has been booked strongly. Everyone else's storylines are throwaway storylines that mean nothing. Maybe apart from Ezekiel as well. That's a good storyline.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're not. If your boss turns on to you and says, "I want you to do something," you need to do it out because that's your job. Your boss.
Within reason. Not shit on
Yeah,
anyone's
but
chest.
was this an unreasonable request? No, it wasn't.
He's not asking him to
Not
shit on
asking
his
him to-
chest. He's asking him to go out there and do what they do every single night.
I mean,
know what I mean?
We don't know if he did actually ask us to shit on his chest.
It's not an unreasonable request, though, is it?
What, to shit on someone's
No,
chest?
but no. What Vince McMahon's asked them to do. See, you bring up this absolute bullshit because you've got nothing.
I've got nothing.
What do you mean?
I've got
Because
I've
your
got
argument had absolutely no basis.
down with Lou.
Yeah, but you went and said why.
I'm with Peters.
Go on, they're going to like Peter's had his chance and didn't give it any substantial argument. Why are we
She's
wrong?
doing
Why
it,
are we
Ross.
Aaron wrong?
She's doing it for the women.
Doing what?
What's more respect for the titles?
But the tag team
You've got-
titles are shit.
You got the men's
Mean
tag
nothing.
titles.
Oh,
Main
yeah,
event
this
of Smack-
will-
main
this
event
will-
of
That's Sasha
SmackDown.
Banks' fault, though, is it?
One of the matches of the year. Women's tag
This
team
looks real good
champions.
for the tag team titles, doesn't it? Now they've been stripped off her.
Yeah, because it's
That's
this.
real good.
Yeah, this has put a spotlight on all the problems with the women's tag division.
And now
Right.
Lady Balls herself has walked
Well,
out as well.
Because
Well,
they're gonna do a tag team tournament
With
with
two
what
teams.
fucking tag teams. Because they don't have enough women.
Well,
They don't have enough women on the
Exactly.
roster.
Okay,
to do
so
an 8-team tournament.
I'm just gonna butt in and just say, well, if she had a spat dummy out and had done what Vince has said, if the tag team titles mean nothing and she wants to be in the main event, how do you get to the main event? You go out there, work your ass off, and work your way up the rankings. She can't do that now, can she? Because she spat a dummy out like a little bitch.
But she's also the best women's wrestler in the world. She should
She's
be
She's
in the
not.
main
not.
event.
She's
She's
not.
not.
You're just wrong.
She's
she's
in the
probably-
Mandalorian.
You don't even believe that.
She's probably ranked at least at the very most.
Oh, I'm
12th,
sorry. Was she not
12th
in
in the
Mandalorian?
world.
Was she not in the Mandalorian?
What's
Right.
her
Yeah,
own? And like,
well-
fuck off the movies then. And see what
I
happens
think
when,
you
your
will.
when your character dies. What you gonna do? Just not turn up to work.
No, she'll
See how
need to
they
a
fucking
character.
deal with it.
She'll need to a character's dead.
Let's film.
Yeah, he's
right,
got a
so-
point. Why would
so
you
no,
turn
no.
to play it when the
Why would you
character's
turn
dead?
up to be like,
No,
what are
so
you here
Sasha
for?
Banks, right? What we're going to film
died.
today is we're going to film today is somebody killing your character. No, I think my character should be the main event. But my character should be the Mandalorian. I don't know what the fuck it is. She should be. I should be on screen every time. And if I'm not doing that, I'm going to walk out. Tell you what, Hollywood are going to say to her. See you later. We'll get somebody else to fill your role. You won't
Yeah, but
like it.
but
You
that's
won't
what
like
happens.
here
Though.
again.
That's what happens, is it? Though? Don't script. Big movie stars read it all the time. No, script away from me. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, and replace it. So why? Yeah, but I tell you what, big movie
Well-
stars don't do. They don't do it when they've paid for all the set and they're about to do it. They've started filming. Right, you're going to come on in 10 minutes. No, that don't work for me. I'm leaving.
Well, you know what? It's a bit funny of WWE to be like, oh, we're sorry we couldn't deliver the main event we promised you. Because they do that every week anyway.
Yeah, that is no difference usually.
Well, I think call them out because people need to know how unprofessional they are.
No, I think deal with that shit backstage. I don't know. The whole Michael Cole thing. Didn't like it. Corey Graves thing. No, they're doing a job. But no, you don't dare your you
Dare your dirty laundry.
Dare your dirty laundry.
Dare your
You don't dare your dirty laundry in public, yeah.
Well,
There's ways of dealing with it. If
I
you're going
think
to call
the
out
exact
people
right thing.
unprofessional, don't be more unprofessional yourself. Do you know what I mean?
I think they've done the exact right thing. They've cleared all the air up because the rumours would have started. People would have all been saying.
The rumours have started anyway.
No, but the date sheets would have been saying that. WWE have said this is what happened. They walked out.
Yeah.
And they are being unprofessional. I completely agree with them.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can look at WWE as the bad guys on this.
Make an example.
I don't think I don't think they're handling it well. I just think ignore that it happened. Do you know what I mean? Like if they changed the main event in the middle of the show, no one would.
Like,
you're going to buy a lie, laddie, because it happens every week anyway.
I'm not being funny, but if they do make an example of them and sack them both, neither of them are going to be missed.
Yes,
they're not. They're not going to be missed from the roster.
I think Sasha's got a lot more fans than you think. Peters has sent a video of him going through shit.
Fuck's sake.
He
actually has. Gross.
He's sick in the head. I'm not having this though.
Who's that? Someone's chest. Anyway, right.
I saw somebody who actually quite respects Brian Zane said, it's important to know your self-worth. Yeah, well, how much is she worth now? She's worth nothing. Because
she's worth a lot. If she gets released, you think she can go into AEW as the highest paid person on the roster? Not even one person on the roster. She is.
No, I don't think she is.
No. Oh, you say it's Tony Khan, right? If she got released,
Tony Khan doesn't have to. If she gets released, Tony Khan doesn't have to give her that much money.
No,
because she's burnt the bridges of WWE.
She does to do it immediately.
I don't think he has to. I don't think he has to spend that much money on it because she's
I think
she's burning the bridges. Where else is she going to go?
Impact.
She's in the Mandalorian. She could retire. But no, right? If you're Tony Khan, Sasha Banks gets released today, Monday. You've got Dynamite on Wednesday. There's no compete clause because she's been sacked, right? So there's no compete clause. She's available. You are paying everything you can to get her on that one.
Absolutely not.
You actually Tony Khan.
I don't think it would.
Absolutely not, because he's going to look at the reason why she's being sacked from WWE and think, well, I'm not taking that on.
He's got CM Punk who did the same thing.
Yeah, but no, he didn't have to pay her that much money because she gets sacked from WWE.
No, he does to get her that night.
So
it's about the timing, Ross. It's like you ain't got time to negotiate. We've got 2 days. Next week, it ain't worth as much. 7 years later, she might draw 1.1 million on Rampage, but the next week it'll be down to 400,000. No one cares.
Well, she might, because nobody cares about her, because she's not a big draw.
She is.
Sasha Banks is not a needle. I'm not having it.
No,
she's not. She does not deserve to
have you been onto her?
She's at least 15th in
I'm going to get the Sasha
world in women's.
On you.
Get the Sasha stands on me. Fucking bring it on. You think Sasha? I'll tell you why she's a professional.
Oh, yeah, she wasn't professional. I don't really know.
The argument of she wasn't happy with creative is not an argument. There's other ways of doing it. There's no
maybe
for what she's
gone.
done.
Maybe she's gone for all those.
She's absolutely no excuse for what she's done.
Yeah, I think there is.
Naomi's just fucked it because she's obviously just followed Sasha and thought, yeah, I'll go along with it. And she's just fucked her career now.
She's got a job for life, if she wants it, hasn't she?
No, Naomi has Buff Bagwell this, like when you walked up with some guy.
No, she's got.
She has.
She
could have been in the bloodline.
This is why she still can.
No, because if they make an example of Sasha, they can't just say, yeah, Naomi, actually, we'll have you back.
I think they can.
You really walked out like Sasha, but
Roman Reigns is just going to go, by the way, my cousin's eyes. Oh, it's like, fine, we'll bring it back. Easy. That's why Nia Jax gets a job for selling.
She's so long, she's not there now, is she?
At the end, but it's, it's because she get vexed. Anyway,
I can't understand why anybody's on Sasha Banks' side.
Well, she was the best women's wrestler in the world.
She's not.
She's
ranked.
You don't believe that she's with Becky Lynch is better.
She's in the Mandalorian, and it's.
You don't even like Star Wars.
Yeah, but I recognise what a big deal it is. It's second only to being in the Marvel series, is it not? I assume.
No, I don't think
probably.
It is. No, being Fast and Furious is better than being in Star Wars these days.
Oh, that's good as well, next.
And Ronda Rousey was in that, so
yeah.
Ronda Rousey was also in the Expendables.
All the wrestlers in the. Yeah, no, but Ronda Rousey's not very good, is she? Anymore. She was good for a year, but now she's not.
So. Get out, Lou. I don't know what you're talking about.
She's not been very good since she come back. Actually, no one care. The proper CM Punks, Rousey, aren't they?
No, it doesn't that bad.
Yeah. In the words of Bischoff, they've shit the bed with Rousey.
I'm calling it now.
Jobbing her out.
You
Jobbing her
don't
out.
believe this.
I am
Jobbing her
calling
out at
Lou out.
WrestleMania, and then, oh yeah, here you go. Win at Backlash. Nobody cares. It's gone. The moment's
Lou's
gone.
opinion no longer matters. He's not just not going to listen.
He doesn't believe it. I'm not having that you believe this.
No, my
Do
immediate.
you really on the side with Terry Peters' non-argument?
Yeah, because it makes it 2 on 2 and it makes for a better podcast, doesn't it? Yeah. So I do, yeah. Busting chops. No, I think she was majorly professional, but I think WWE handled it horribly. That's my take on it. Keep it backstage. If they'd have gone from a 6-woman main event to suddenly a singles match, it wouldn't even have this new show. That was going to bat an eyelid. It happens every week. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they just find like that was weird, and then Brian Alvarez would make a comment like, "Oh, that was weird." They went from a 6-woman match to a 2-woman match, and that's it.
I think Aaron's right. I think people need to be aware of how unprofessional she is.
No, I don't think they do.
Why?
Keep it in out. Why do you need to keep it in house?
Because you don't want. If I'm Vince McMahon, I don't want her to work again.
But it does.
Right. Let me just put this in perspective.
Everyone's going to work again. That's the only reason they're still in the company at the moment, is because AEW are hawking around.
Right. Okay, Lou. So you're just in a scenario, right? You're working for a big company, right?
Yeah.
You're one of the bosses.
Yeah.
Someone from the company has been stealing from you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they've stolen millions of pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You sack them, but then they're going to apply for a job at another company. Are you going to tell that company that employer's stolen from you? Yes, you are.
Legally, I can't. Legally, all I can do is decline to send a reference. But I get your point. but it's just wrestling, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, even Tessa Blanchard still gets work.
Yeah, but people know what she's like.
Yeah, and they still employ her. That's what my point is.
Yeah, no. I'm saying, it's hard. She doesn't get the work. She's probably talent probably deserves.
Tessa Blanchard's not that good, is she? Really, in comparison to the best women's wrestler in the
world.
She's
been sacked again this week.
Sasha Banks, she has been sacked again. But the thing is, she's still employed.
Yeah,
but CM Punk, most famous, let's be honest, for walking out on WWE. That was what made him good. That was what made him, if he just left WWE quietly in his contract, nobody giving a fuck if he went to AEW. Nobody gives a fuck now. But he did for that brief period.
But the terms he left WWE on were kind of put him in the spotlight, didn't they?
He just walked out because he didn't want to.
Yeah, but he
wasn't happy with Batista headlining WrestleMania.
Yeah, but he did it in kind of like a segment, didn't he? Where she's just spat a dummy out behind the scenes and just walked out. She's done nothing for her career.
I know, that's what Punk did in the end, wasn't it? He just left.
Yeah, no,
walked out the night after the Royal Rumble.
To use the Tessa Blanchard argument, where's she just been sacked from?
Wow.
Yeah.
Exactly. She's not getting the big jobs because people know what she's like.
If
that doesn't come out, she'd be getting the big jobs.
I don't know if she would.
I think she would. With her name, AEW would be crawling all over.
Yeah.
If that backstage man, AEW would be crawling all over.
Yeah.
It's the same with Mexico, Sexy Star in Mexico. That doesn't come out, like she's intentionally aired somebody.
Oh yeah, but people she broke someone's arm intentionally, right?
No, but it's unprofessional behaviour.
Yeah, it is. But I'm saying for AEW, that's what you want. You're not even if it wasn't Sasha Banks, even if it was like Ali's another one who just went stopped going in, right? AEW would have signed him just so he could cut that promo immediately. If she did get released today, I don't think she will. I don't think she'll get released at all. I think she'll be back in like 6 months' time. But if she did, and I'm Tony Khan, she's unprofessional, but it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, but
get that hit.
I'm not disagreeing that AEW will hire her if she got released today. I just don't think she'll get as much money as she thinks she's worth because she's got no other option now.
Yeah, no, I think she will.
If I was Tony Khan and I wanted her she got released today and I want her for Wednesday, I would say to her, "Look, what are you going to do? Sit on your ass? You want to make
she'd be like, "No,
this is all I'm prepared to offer you."
She'd be like, "Fuck you, I'm not to Star Wars." So
she can't go to Star Wars because her character's dead.
All right, fuck you, I'm not to Star Trek, Marvel, whatever. Yeah, she do so. She's Steve's last cousin, for crying out loud. She do so. On camera.
Do you know what I mean? But Tony Khan just needs to say to her, "Look, this is all I'm prepared to offer you." She's got no other option.
Yeah, but also, if she needs to go in that day, so it's for both of them, innit?
But you could also just say to her, if you want to become the star you think you are, you need to do this now. This is what I'm giving you.
Yeah, there's sides to both of it, but
that's what I would do if I was Tony Khan.
But I think she's valuable.
I think she's. I'm not saying she's not valuable. I think she's got a value in half.
I don't think she has. So WWE she has, but to wider wrestling she hasn't. She's going to be another Marta now, isn't she? Yeah. She's going to be another. I mean, it's really boring, and I wish she would. But this is an out of touch old man told me I couldn't do this. She introduces the AEW Women's Tag Team titles, and she's off to the races.
I'll tell you what, she's going to do.
Tag team division.
She's going to do
exactly where she was.
Yeah, but like one with
across from one to the
no, but one with actual tag teams. Like her whole point is that she didn't feel the tag titles were booked right.
I don't understand her. She's had them what 3 months.
Yeah, which is how many times she's defending. This is the point, I think. I'm just busting chops. I wouldn't have done what she did. I thought there was much people in much worse positions.
I think she's just completely. I don't know. Like, the argument I would use is Butch. I can't imagine Pete Dunne was happy with that. But you throw yourself into it, and it's actually become one of the more entertaining things. Yeah, or the big argument would be the New Day. Let's think about the New Day's first gimmick. Imagine pitching that to the New Day. You've got these 3 people, and you say you're going to do some sort of weird preacher gimmick where you're in some sort of weird unicorn cult.
Yeah, sounds class.
But what did the New Day do? They threw themselves into it, and now look at it.
Yeah, it's kind of right, isn't it?
An absolute merch machine.
If I was Biggie, I'd have walked out before I jumped to Brock. Disgrace. I'd be walking left, right, and centre.
I'm sick of talking about it. Does anybody else have anything to say about?
Yeah, she's the best
Power
women's
to
wrestler in the
Sasha.
world. Yeah, solidarity.
And your favourite wrestler, Dax Howard, tweeted about
of course, that little creep was all over everything, wasn't he? Right. This is what Sasha Banks is going to do. She's going to do fuck all for 6 months, and she's going to go and fucking talk as Jericho.
Talk is Jericho.
Pretend she's brilliant, when actually she's average at best.
A bit
like Revival member number 1, or whoever the one who's we're supposed to like now.
During the best wrestler in the world.
They're the 2 best wrestlers in the world, and wrestling is really going down the pan in it.
Hey, nobody's saying that about Cash really. It's all about the bald guy.
Exactly, the bald guy. You don't know who he is, right? I'm sick of speaking about it. Shall we move on to some more upsetting news? Apparently, Ric Flair spoke to 40 doctors until he found one who said, "Yeah, come on, you can wrestle."
Yeah, that'll be interesting, right? All eyes on.
I don't want to see it.
It's the night after SummerSlam, right?
I think so. It's going to include.
Thank God, did have to cancel SummerSlam. It's horribly wrong.
It's going to be with AEW wrestlers, apparently, but it's not an AEW show.
No,
it's on a Jim Crockett promotion show. It's actually Starcast, isn't it? It's Conrad.
Yeah.
Will Conrad really put his father-in-law in danger? Like they must have a plan.
Well, apparently, they're going to get the young whippersnappers to work around him. The Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah. Ricky Steamboat has turned down the chance, hasn't he?
Do you mean Ricky Dragon?
Oh, sorry, Ricky the Steamboat Dragon.
Ricky the Steamboat Dragon.
I don't know why Ric Flair wants to do this. He's saying it's his last one. I just don't believe him.
Well, he ain't got anything now, has he? He's divorced yet again.
Yeah, it's like Ian Beale.
That's why he's doing it then.
If I just wants to die in the ring.
He's back with it. I've got a scoop. Lou's favourite wrestler, Jeff Jarrett, is going to be on Broken Skull Sessions on the 5th of June.
Not a scoop.
No, that's a good scoop, that, Peters. Well done.
It's not a scoop. That's been on for 2 days.
Class wrestling journalist.
I think you'll find the tweet at 5 hours ago.
Yeah, good scoop. Yeah. Terry's on one today. Terry's on good form.
Thank you.
But it's like what you said. Ric Flair is the wrestler, isn't
he? Yeah.
Sad, really.
The wrestler 40 years later.
Yeah. He's going to be living in the caravan, isn't he? Or whatever the wrestler's living in.
He's going to be the wrestling Les Battersby, isn't he?
Conor Addison, isn't he?
He's slowly turning to Les Battersby.
It's sad because it's only going to end one way, isn't it?
I don't know, because he's been doing bumps with Jay Lethal, and he could just go in there, do a couple of bumps, Get out of
Do-
there. Stick
do
someone to
some
figure
chops.
four at the end. Yeah, a few chops.
Blurred.
Don't think there's going to be any turnbuckle spots or anything like that.
He's gonna, Peters is right. He's gonna be busted open there.
Yeah, 100% he's going to be busted over because
Yeah.
that's what he lives for.
I hope not. I ain't got any blood left, has he?
He can't help himself. Do you remember Ric Flair is one of the only people in wrestling who genuinely got a perfect retirement. Then what did he do? Went to TNA, started cutting himself up again in matches with Mick Foley.
Yeah, Ross, you could have just said went to TNA and that was enough there. That was...
I don't know. His rivalry with Jay Lethal in TNA is fantastic.
And he's still wrestling now.
Yeah.
His
20 years later.
last match, I didn't realise in TNA was with Sting, wasn't
Was it?
it? Yeah, so maybe he should have ended it there.
So
Flair
then he left there and went on the tour with Hulk Hogan
Classic.
Yeah.
in Australia.
Hulkamania tour. I had some stories about that, but none that can repeat on this podcast for liable reasons.
Yeah. Well, there we go. I just don't want to see it. Right. Speaking of AEW.
Oh, also, I've got some big news actually.
Go
Clash at the Castle tickets went on sale last
on.
week.
They did.
And the rest of the ground crew, we all got tickets. Terry, you got a ticket, right?
I did get a ticket.
Aaron, you're going, you got a ticket?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Phil, you got a ticket? Ross, did you?
I selflessly gave my ticket up to long-term listener. Give him a shout out. Big Phil.
Phil, yeah.
Long-term
Yeah.
listener. It's a bit like a Make-A-Wish thing, isn't it? So Phil, you can go there.
Phil, Ross just shoots on Phil.
We've had a bit of a nightmare with the hotel, don't we?
Yeah, we're staying in Newport.
Yeah. You're all going to Cardiff, but where are you going to stay?
Yeah, we're
We're
staying
in Newport.
We're staying in Newport. The annoying thing is,
We're going to bump into Kevin Ellison.
WrestleVotes tweeted out ages ago. I was like, I should book a travel lodge that weekend, but I did not believe in WrestleVotes, and I was wrong. I was wrong for that. I was wrong for that. So yeah, we're staying in Newport. It's only 25 miles.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So-
Oh,
That's
Christ.
that's just my commute to work, that.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you know, how busy is Uber going to be on a Saturday night after a big wrestling show?
Oh,
Yeah. What I'm saying is like 50 quid each for a taxi back, probably. We can get a train in there.
Yeah. What can be worse? You know what I mean?
Yeah, looking forward to going to visit Newport. Two Welsh. I've never been to Cardiff, never been to Newport, so
I mean, it should be all right, shouldn't it?
it's good. We've got tickets in the upper tier.
Oh, no, it's 15 miles. We're all right.
Oh, 15 miles. It's all right. Yeah.
25 minutes, 15
25
miles.
minutes. That's the one. Got tickets in the upper tier in the corner. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
They've not
Why-
sold out yet,
Why
though.
have you got such bad tickets, though?
Because it's fucking. Well, one, my card got declined, but two,
Support
the
the
pri-
Wrestling Around podcast.
the
What
prices are
happened
fucking.
again?
The price is fucking insane.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
prices are ridiculous.
Prices are more expensive than WrestleMania.
If
Tell
you
you what.
upper tier in the middle, you're looking at 150 quid.
Tell you what, lads, if you need your passports doing while we're down there, they've got a passport office in Newport.
There we go.
Yeah, nice one. I don't know. It's a bit of a jigsaw
DVLA's
going to
in-
Newcastle to get your passport.
DVLA's in Swansea.
Diva
Get it all
Swansea,
done.
get all done.
Get it all done, yeah.
But I know I will say it, right, you know, because I always defend WWE. I'm a big WWE stan / e-dron.
Yeah, these
That's
prices
the,
are fuck
that's
off,
the way to
aren't
go.
they?
The travel package prices
Fucking ridiculous.
absolutely ridiculous. For
What
us,
do you
right?
get? What's in the
The cheapest travel package for 2 nights. I think you got some sort of little meet and greet, probably with fucking someone shit like Bob Roode. So at the beginning,
Naomi and Sasha Banks.
priority access to the stadium. What? Oh, and a £50 match voucher. That's very kind of them. £2,500.
And 2 nights in a hotel.
You could get all that. Yeah, you
Including
could get all
breakfast.
that without the hotel, £700. And the hotel's only a Pat Plaza.
Yeah, but it'd probably cost you less to fly from England
Yeah,
to America on a travel package for WrestleMania.
it will. So see you in
that-
Nashville for summer. See you in
Is that
Nashville for
for-
SummerSlam because I'm going.
Is that for everyone though, or is that just for UK people? Because
That's
that's not that bad. If that's for an American, that's not that bad. Or a
How is that not bad?
No, but for an American or a European, if you want to come over to
But
England-
even if you're in euros, it's still €2,500.
You're not getting any travel.
no,
for it.
that's what I'm saying. But it's a bit different. Us driving 4 hours and then someone coming from America. On a
I don't
10-hour
think
flight.
I'd have paid 2,500 for a WrestleMania package.
No.
We paid at most $1,600, I think, in New Orleans, and that was for 5 nights. 5 nights.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's extortionate, but it's a lot more extortionate for us who don't need it. But if
Who
I mean,
needs
we
if
really
it's
do
for
need
everyone-
it because we're staying
needs it?
15 miles away from where the place is.
Stay in Newport like the rest of us. I was planning to get a tent. That was last resort.
Could we have done like a 2-day all-nighter?
I was down.
Not slept for 2 days.
I
To
don't
be
know.
fair, I was looking on
David,
Airbnb.
David, you could not sleep, not sleep for 2 days.
To be
Jesus
fair,
Christ.
when I was looking on Airbnb, a TP did come up, so you know.
Yes, then, yeah.
TP's TP.
TP is TP.
No, you're right. You're busy. So cancel your hotel in Newport.
TP's TP.
TP is TP.
No, I thought the prices were a disgrace for us, to be honest. I just don't see how you could justify.
Yeah, for England, for the UK. But
What makes a difference if you're French?
or for Australia or something. You know what I mean? You might want to come over for that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you might. But it's still extortionate, is it not?
I don't know.
Considering we paid 16.
I'm thinking to get the flights involved.
You don't get your
the
flights.
No,
You don't get your flights.
No, you don't get your flights at all. It's
You
two
know,
nights in a
at
hotel.
WrestleMania, when you get a travel package, it's kind of known that you're overpaying a little bit, but it's worth it for the convenience. But I don't think that's
It's
worth
the
it.
hotel zone.
You know,
in
if they
America,
were
the big thing.
doing SmackDown night before or something like that, then
You'd still have a bit of a grievance, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you have to prefer Raw in as well on a Monday. Maybe NXT. Are they doing NXT? There's rumors there's an NXT show that weekend.
It would make sense. Oh, it'd be NXT UK. Or,
And Cardiff Arena is tiny, so you probably wouldn't get
Big-
tickets anyway.
big
But, yeah.
homecoming for Eddie Daniels, is it?
Eddie Dennis.
Eddie Dennis.
Yeah.
Big homecoming for him. Right, that's enough of that. Have we all seen The Joker on
On
AEW?
Netflix, yeah. It was on, I don't know.
The Joker on AEW. You've seen the tweet. It's not that guy. So Johnny Elite, I think he called himself now, or John Morrison, or Johnny Nitro, or whatever. Was the Joker, which is always a mystery guy, I guess, and AEW tagged Johnny Gargano. No disrespect to Johnny Mundo, or what the hell it's called these days.
Johnny Elite.
That is not the same thing.
Well-
Which is weird when you think about it, given that Johnny Gargano's only ever really been a developmental wrestler. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think he feels like a much bigger star, Gargano, but why? You know, if you look at their accomplishments.
I get top of NXT is better than mid WWE.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It'd be different if Nitro or Morrison had been at the top.
Yeah.
He's not been the top guy anywhere. He's gone though. hasn't he?
Oh. He was ECW champion. I'll have you know. This guy.
That's like that's all you have to know.
Disrespect. No respect for ECW.
Yeah, he was up there in Lucha Underground.
He wasn't. He was upper mid card. He wasn't the main thing. That
Oh,
was
the
Prince
first ever show. I'll have you know. It's in the main event, so
Did
Yeah,
he win a
but-
title in
Yeah.
Triple A?
Johnny Underground, yeah.
It's Johnny Mundo and that.
Johnny
Johnny
Triple-
Mundo.
Johnny Underground.
Johnny Triple A.
Underground.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the same league as Pentagon Junior or Mil Muertes or even Phoenix or Prince Puma. I think Cage was probably booked better than him.
And where's Prince Puma now? In
He's,
the
US
in the lower
is he-
mid
Is he still Continental Champion?
Yeah, he's doing all right.
lower mid card.
He's doing all right.
He used to put his mask back on, didn't
Yeah, and Pentagon Junior. I mean, you could just put a mask on Ralphus, couldn't you, and you get the same. So it's
he?
not weird.
Oh, let's not be saying things we can't take back.
Yeah. Jeremy Horry to the pile driver on the hardest part of the ring. Oh, they're kicked out again at 2. Cool. Nice one. Enter.
Right, so that was another botch for Tony Khan.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the lesson here is you don't need a surprise entrant all the time, AW, because it's only going to get worse.
And well, no,
yeah.
that's not even a lesson. If you are
I
going to do a
think
surprise entrant,
me-
sack the tech guy or does your Twitter account.
No, to me, they just need to sack off the Joker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop
It's
it.
a concept that doesn't work unless it's somebody coming back from long-term injury.
It does. It works every now and again, but not every
Yeah, but
time.
no,
Do you know what I
but
mean? Like every tournament. every
What I
ladder
mean by it
match,
doesn't
every
work
battle royal.
is that how many people it's now going to start to feel underwhelmed with the surprises that come in,
Yeah.
which to me, you just don't have a Joker just announce everybody.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
then, or if you are going to have a Joker and there's nobody good who's free agent, have somebody who's coming back from
Yeah,
long
because
term
it was in the
injury.
Owen Hart tournament, wasn't it? So you could have just had special entrant Johnny, whatever his name is now.
Mm.
John.
How do you get that wrong? How do you get the wrong tweet?
They've literally
You tweet the wrong name.
probably just been
Yeah,
talking
easily
aren't they, in
done.
the same room
Yeah.
and then they're like, ah, shit.
Right, and the last final bit of news before we get onto the weird world of wrestling around wrestling is back to the UK for another. I guess can you call it pay-per-view? It's on Fight Network. It is the Wrestling Entertainment Series.
Yes.
The card has been released and it's not that bad.
I would genuinely go to see this.
So the main event is Adam the Titan Cher or Braun Strowman. He's taking on former UFC champion Alistair Overeem in the WS World Championship match.
Have you heard what he's been saying about wrestling or has done in the past?
He said he don't like it, don't he?
I can't imagine he's a fan.
Don't like
I
that
don't know
fake
him
shit.
I don't know him doing any other wrestling.
No, don't think he has. This is his wrestling debut.
Yeah,
If he tries to take it seriously, he's going to get a few receipts, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's that fake shit, and he's probably a very hard man because he's a former UFC champion. But Braun Strowman's not the guy I'd want to be.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
He's gonna get us. He's gonna get those hands,
Strowman.
Russ. He's gonna get those hands.
On the Strowman Express.
We all remember the punch that Brock Lesnar gave Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman shook it off.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he didn't punch Brock Lesnar back. Another receipt.
Yeah,
Sure he did.
well, didn't Lesnar do it just to tell him to slow down?
Yeah.
They did like slow mo, didn't they? You can see his brain shaking about. Oh, well, that might be interesting. That might get into a shoot match. Also, this is going to be such a good match. The co-main event for the Women's World title. CJ Perry, formerly known as Lana, against Lena Fernand, formerly known as Nia Jax.
Lana is going to win it with a broken freaking neck.
Charlotte, there was someone else.
If you don't do a table spot, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Other matches are Legion of Pain, so that's the Authors of Pain, who were running the show against Weston Blake and Steve Macklin, also known as the Forgotten Sons. I'm assuming that's Wesley Blake then.
Yeah.
These aren't the two racists, are they?
No,
He's
that's
the other
Jackson
one.
Riker.
He's been running his mouth again on something else I know recently.
Abortion.
Abortion now, yeah.
Of course it is, yeah. Right, it's
Yeah.
CM Punk wore an abortion t-shirt on
Yeah, I think that's what Jackson Riker.
Yeah,
was
that's
kicking
what he's
off
on
at.
about.
I
Yeah.
played to CM Punk.
Yeah, in Texas as well. Balls. Yeah.
We've also got Killer Cross vs Samurai Del Sol, so that's versus Jonah, so that's Karrion Cross versus Kalisto versus Bronson Reed.
I think that'd be a good match.
That's universe mode kicking up random matches.
Madison Rain and Tennille Dashwood versus Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green.
I think that'll also be a good match.
Yeah.
Is Madison Rain someone? Does she have another name? I know Tennille Dashwood was.
She was in TNA, wasn't she?
Was
Yeah.
she?
Yeah.
And Dean Mutari, formerly known as Mojo Rawley, against Lindsay Dorado.
Lindsay Dorado. Yeah.
And then on the free live pre-show, we've got Mike Bennett versus Biff Busick.
Only Larkin. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Only
Mhm.
Larkin.
Yeah.
And Dirty Dango, formerly known as
Which is Fandango.
versus Levi Valenzuela Jr., formerly known as No Way Jose. That's
Well,
not on Fandango. I can't imagine he was happy with that. But now he's fucking ripping it off on the Indies.
I'm just going to throw it out there though, right? So 2-3 weeks ago, when we spoke about this promotion on this show, it was all kind of, oh yeah, what they're going to be able to pull together in the space of like a month. For me, that is a very good card with some very good talent in the space of a couple of weeks. Now, obviously, it's been in the works for a while, but to announce the show and then 2 weeks later to have a roster like that, it's impressive.
It's a lot better than I thought, actually. I thought they'd have a lot of, like, there'd be like a Martin Kirby versus Joseph Collins match on there or something like that, do you know what I mean? But I still don't think they're going to sell out. Not in
No, have you seen the price of the tickets?
It's like 30.
I have.
Yeah.
No, not like 38 quid, mate.
How much is it?
You could do meet and greet for when you get ringside tickets for 300 quid.
Oh, no.
Ringside tickets for 150
Oh God.
with no meet and greet. And then it goes like 75, 65, 40.
Why? Why are we doing
the
that?
Castle look like a
10
viable
quid?
option.
Yeah. Who's buying
Tenner
it?
in. Do you know what I think it really needs?
It's going to be cheaper to watch on Fight, isn't it?
Yeah. What he really needs is like if they had someone like a big free agent like Sasha Banks or something, get her in,
Naomi.
Yeah,
sell out overnight.
Sasha
I'd
Banks against Lana because that's Sasha Banks' level.
Oh dear.
It's outrageous. It's
Sasha Banks
disgusting.
against Nia Jax, and Nia Jax will once will be the most unsafe biker in the ring. What career did Nia Jax end?
Atrocious. Around stupid antibiotics comments.
My hole.
So, but I will say it is a good card. But it to me, it looks going to go one way. It'll either be really good, and oh, that's such a fun show, or it's going to be on the DVD that Brian Zane's going to review in 10 years.
Yeah.
It'll only be the one.
Is it on the Saturday or the Sunday?
So it's on the June the 4th, which I believe is the Saturday.
It is. Yeah.
That's
I might be
Saturday.
tempted to. Is it on during the day or is it on the evening?
I don't know.
I would be tempted to watch that on Fight. I think.
It just says it's live. I don't know how much what is Fight. I don't know.
It ain't being announced on there yet for pricing.
Yeah. Our Fight, they can charge what they want us.
Yeah. But even if it's 20 quid, it's still cheaper than going to 90 minutes. So.
Depends who does the commentary. I don't know with some of these indie shows.
Well,
You
that's
know, you
it.
think, oh, this looks a well good card, and it's like, oh, here's Alex Shane commentating. Oh, fuck's sake, waste that money again.
Yeah, I did see though a sponsor for it on my Twitter feed. Not like a retweet, they're genuine sponsors. I must be trying to
Oh yeah,
push
it's
the
been
tickets out.
sponsored on my Facebook, and so
Yeah.
1PW keeps popping up on our Facebook as well.
Yes, that's the real show.
That it is, but it's very risky for me.
Yes.
Does anybody have any final little news items, or should we get into what everyone's here for?
Yeah, let's do this. Come.
Luke can go first because I believe he has a big announcement. I've got a lot of big announcements, so we'll go with Luke first.
Okay, so Luke can go first. No show to review.
Well, there was no show, Ross.
Part timer.
There was no show.
Moving on.
But no, we've got a revelation of some of our tag team champions. So obviously, you know, recently, why did John? What? Two Day Cox won the tag titles off a new team, Thierry Peters and the Undertaker. Yeah. Well, it's come to our attention, Ross, that Thierry Peters is in fact former around Wrestling Federation personality, Terry Peters, who was recently sacked.
Bonjour.
Sacked, but very quickly rehired.
Yeah,
and then it turns out the Undertaker, formerly known as the Spooky Skank. So as a result, they were meant to have a title match, a Wrestle Around the Cell. That has been cancelled and it'll be replaced by two mystery opponents.
Can I ask how this came out?
How okay.
Who found out? Because they've been there a while.
Oh.
who made the inquiries?
No, they
Red
had to do
Shoes?
some. Red Shoes has to do an investigation, accompanied obviously by the legal team, Judge Brett.
Right.
And the Judge Brett has done his kind of judicial report and found out that, unfortunately, Thierry Peters, to beyond reasonable doubt, Russ, so it's, you know, to the best of Judge Brett's knowledge, is in fact Terry Peters. And the Undersnaker is the Spooky Skank, and as a result, Judge Brett has found this out. And they've both obviously had the contracts terminated as per the stipulation of the WrestleMania match. And they were replaced by two mystery opponents. Who could they be?
Any more news? Are you doing a show on Wednesday? Are you going to bother?
I don't know what time it'll be, but there'll be a show on Wednesday at some point.
Are you going to announce any matches? Get the
No. Oh no, there's the piggy in the middle match, isn't he? There's Business Pig, and he's got to survive 10 minutes with all three of the gorillas to get a title shot at Wrestle on the Cell. Big stuff.
Big stuff. So stay tuned for that. Twitch.tv/wrestlearound Wednesday nights. Before that, though, tomorrow night, there is a Wrestle Sold Out, and I believe you have a big announcement as well.
Oh yeah, well we had a huge announcement last week. Let's
We
run through.
did.
Let's run through last week first. So we started off with some tag team action with the Steiner brothers versus a new tag team. It's been well documented across the internet that these two people haven't been seen in the same place. I can now confirm that they have, because it was the Samson brothers of Elias and Ezekiel. Who do you think won?
I'm hoping it's Elias and Ezekiel.
Oh, they did win. Yes, they did. Very strong debut. Like Lou said on the chat, dream match.
Yeah. I mean, I hope Vince is watching.
Yeah.
He
He's laying out a book, doesn't he?
Yeah. This is the real show, Vince.
So then Peter's sent me an email with his announcement. Big shock announcement, really. I'm just going to paraphrase because it was quite a long announcement. So he basically found out that the members of the NWO are as a result, he fired them all with immediate effect.
Yeah, good. Well done, Peters.
He went on to say that he does not condone those acts. And he felt that he needed to differentiate his new faction from the NWO. So he's renamed them the Peters World Order. The only person that he kept on was Jeff Jarrett. So take that what you will. He further added to his announcement that there would be an interview evening taking place tomorrow night for new members of the NWO.
Oh, taking it seriously.
Yeah, he is. He offered the invitation to all current wrestled out competitors.
I was going to say.
Yeah, sorry. So we'll see. I mean, I've got another announcement because he's emailed me again during the week. So I've got another announcement once I go through the rest of the card. That's a huge announcement from Terry Peters there.
Ooh,
could well
huge.
change the fabric of the company.
Yeah, because you tend, and we can't condone what the NWO were doing.
Absolutely not.
He did turn the fortunes round of the NWO.
He did. So then he made an appearance in the next match. So we had Dean Malenko, who he announced as a new member of the Peters World Order versus Bandito del Tacos Jr.
It makes me hate Dean Malenko even more.
Yeah, well, Terry loves Dean Malenko, hence why he's employed him. Dean Malenko wins, so Terry off to a great start again.
That's outrageous.
Then we had Napoleon Dynamite Kid versus Glacier. Glacier still trying to find that win.
Glacier needs to go. Glacier needs to get out of the company.
Well, that's the stipulation, isn't it? If you don't get a win up to and including wrestled out in a cell, he's gone.
Good. Get good riddance.
So yet again he failed because Napoleon Dynamite Kid picked up the win. Then we had the Peters World Order versus Lizard Lick Towing. So Peters World Order was Pretzel Man Randy Savage and Glitterberg versus Lizard Lick Towing. Definitely the same guys as before. I'm sure. I think. But Peters World Order wins.
Yeah, well, they look good. They looked impressive. They've got some
return the titles. Yeah, new moves. Return the titles. Then we had Dave from IT up against Mongo, non-title match. Mongo obviously has won the opportunity to face Dave from IT, wrestled out in a cell. Mongo picked up the win. A huge pop from the fans.
Good, love Mongo. Well, you're a big Mongo fan, aren't you?
I'm a huge Mongo fan. And Lou's just got no words.
That's it. Yeah,
He's so in awe of Mongo McMichael.
To be honest,
you know,
I'm just sick of Dave from IT. Just got a bit too cocky now, hasn't
he? Yeah.
I thought he was alright with Dave. I thought he was one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah,
and he would do well in a Star Wars franchise given a chance.
So then we had next up another Peters World Order match. It was Jeff Jarrett, accompanied to ring by Terry Peters, of course, versus the OG, Julius Pringles.
Yes, come on, Julius Pringles.
No, I'm surprised he didn't want to sack, the rest of them.
Hey,
What?
it's not slander, Julius Pringles.
Yeah, no, let's.
It's the original.
He's a good guy.
Don't look at it,
It's
is he?
sour cream these days.
It's not about him, isn't he? Just don't trust.
I think you're getting mixed up with rest around personality of Pringles guy.
Mr. Pringle.
Mr. Pringles, yeah.
Mr. Pringle, who's,
Yeah.
as we, you have not confirmed or denied whether he has drugs in his head.
Well, he's got a big head, hasn't he? It's just got bloody head.
Full of drugs.
Julius Pringles surprisingly picked up the win there. I was expecting a Peters World Order win.
Yeah.
Would have made sense when it given the story of the night.
That's
So
you,
he's-
I know you can talk about sensible
Yeah.
looking.
It's not that easy, is it?
Well, Julius is just on fire, isn't he?
You can't keep a good Julius Pringles down.
No, you can't. Maybe he'll be the one to stand up to the Peters World Order. We'll see, won't we? So next up, we had Shotmaster, who's obviously trying to work his way back up the power rankings after falling so far down. Up against Substandard Warrior. Substandard wins. So Shotmaster obviously really not happy with his current booking. Failing to climb that ladder.
He needs to turn it around, doesn't he, from where he was?
He does. World champion. He's down probably in the lower mid card now.
Similar parallels with Randy Hogan on the other side.
Yeah.
Coming in at the top and then they've slowly slipped down.
Yeah. But, I think he ain't going to walk out in the company. So there is that. Then we had our main event. So we had, obviously we know, we had an announcement. So the previous week, Snakeskin attacked Cheeks on the way to the ring with chair. We had an announcement that Cheeks has been in intensive care. Not good. Not looking good for him. So Mr. Mellon decided to take on Snakeskin. But he was feeling so confident that he said, you're welcome to bring a tag team partner. So we had the debut of the Kane father. Mr. Mellon dominated. That's what Mr. Mellon does.
Mr. Mellon is surely a future world champ.
I'd say so.
Yes,
Obviously, I'm not the booker. I'm just the owner. So we have got a couple of announcements going into tomorrow night. Like I said, Terry Peters has emailed me. He's back and forth with them emails. Is Terry Peters, a bit of a keyboard warrior. Well, first off, the Wrestled Out GM has contacted me. He is not happy because Peters has defaced the arena for this week's show, and as a result, he will be making himself known to the Wrestled Out universe.
Oh, bloody hell.
Who is this going to be?
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Who is it going to be?
No, you feeling nervous all of a sudden?
Oh, a little bit less, a little bit, yeah.
So Peter's email, he emails me saying 16 superstars have been offered interviews with Peters. It includes 4 tag teams, but there's only 6 spaces in the Peters World Order.
Oh.
So obviously we're going to have 10 unlucky people there. If you can class them as
Hang
unlucky.
on, how did the interviews work?
So basically, well, I'll get to it, right? So he also said in his email that he's recruited 2 new bodyguards as Peters, 2 new bodyguards, and also 2 new generals. That's what he's calling them.
Peters Generals.
Peters Generals.
He's taking it seriously, Peters. Maybe you should have released him.
Well,
look at the waves he's creating.
see, this is why Vince won't release Sasha, isn't it? Same energy.
Yeah, so the way.
So while we're on that, Aaron, did you hire Terry Peters on? Is he your most paid earner, or did you hire him on the tiny amount he deserves?
No, big money.
Big money Peters.
Big money Peters. You seen that suit?
His pink
got-
suit, yeah.
He's got a new suit this week though.
Oh God.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah. He sent me a picture of it. It is lovely. So yeah, the way the interviews are going to work is you'll have someone from the Peter's World Order versus the other person. Peters has declared that the fans do get some say in the interview process. However, if he doesn't like the fans' decision, he will go against it.
So fans have no say whatsoever.
It's like Cyber Sunday, this, isn't it? Yeah.
I didn't think St. Peters was a man of the people.
So for anyone in the chat tomorrow night, when each match starts, you got to obviously like pick up the winner. But yeah, so we're gonna have six people joining the Peters World Order by the end of the night. Don't have to necessarily win the match. Just got to impress Peters. So it's the last show before Wrestled Out in a Cell.
Yeah.
So
the go-home show, big show, changes are afoot in Wrestled Out.
Yeah.
I've got the Pope taking on a dinosaur.
Right. That has to happen now because you promised it. Well, good luck with that.
This week.
Yeah.
on Wednesday. But
Yep.
don't forget to tune in on Tuesday.
In a Hell in a Cell, I remember.
Why not? Yep.
30 minutes.
No. Go on. Got to keep the viewers, haven't
Yeah.
Oh, news just in as well. The GM has just let me know. Peters does not have the authority to sack anyone from Wrestled Out.
We need to find out who this GM is, so we need to watch tomorrow night, and we will all be.
I'm a bit scared of this GM is now, I thought they would turn the corner with, sacking the NWO, but I'm a bit, given these recent revelations, I'm a bit worried now. What's to come?
I don't think you'll be disappointed, if I'm honest.
To the point of I think we've seen our last wrestling stream.
So
we're joining on our secondary backup channel, Bell Nation, every week.
I can genuinely say right now, very confidently, that Lou will love the new GM.
Oh God.
I think he'll get a proper rock on for him.
Again, though, this could go one or two ways.
Good.
You got to tune in. Got to tune in to find out, haven't you?
You have to be there. You can't miss a week unless you Lou of wrestling action.
Well, we're coming back to us with the
Wrestle
podcast.
Around.
Fucking dinosaur, aren't we?
You're going to have to, aren't you? You're going to have to because you need to keep up.
Not that I'm just checking. I can fulfill this promise right now. But yeah, that's.
Charles is a dinosaur.
And Luchasaurus does not count.
I'm not worried about a dinosaur. I'm worried about the fucking pub.
Terry Peters, thanks for joining us. Yeah, cool, nice one. Aaron, thanks for joining us.
It's been a pleasure, mate.
Luke, Scoop Al, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Join us all on Wednesday, where we finally do Spring Stampede 1997.